in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody. Welcome once again to HT's EDC, coming at you this Super Bowl Sunday. Hope everybody is doing well and enjoying their weekend, getting ready for the big game. Got those Eagles from Philadelphia taking on Taylor Swift. What's that other team? Who is it? Oh, Kansas City Chiefs today. So hope y'all are y'all football fans are gonna be enjoying that today. Let me know down in the comments what the over and under is for cutaways from the actual football game to watch old Taylor up in the press box. I'm thinking 20, give or take 20 times that they'll show Taylor up in the press box throughout the game today, but that's just me. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. We got out yesterday and we had a good time. We'll get into that in just a minute. Go ahead and knock out my what you toting for today, which is going to be not too new. Holy Land Pocket Cross, kind of like an American Express. Never leave home without it, except a lot more important. The old truck fob in the left pocket. Back pocket, nothing new. Open C leather wallet. And today, in the front left pocket, rocking the old Cross Creek Outdoors 2.0. I sadly found out that this was the second sheath that my buddy ever made. I thought I was special. Thought I had a special place in his heart, but this is the number 2. I kid. This thing is awesome, folks. Look at this stitching. This thing doesn't look like anything else in my collection, and more importantly, it came from my good buddy Dwayne. Shout out to him. He is currently living his best life, seeing his daughter this weekend, and doing some knife shopping too. You guys stay tuned. I've seen some sneak peeks of some stuff he's found, and they are very cool. So I see some future material for Brother Dwayne coming up. But anyway, in the Cross Creek Outdoors 2.0, today we're rocking the Remington Lumberjack. This is the little guy, 3.75 inches closed. And let's get this guy open real quick. Bear with me, folks. We'll get there. Shabam. This is the Coca-Cola wood. And it is, of course, full of fingerprints. Maybe that'll show just a little better. But that's what we're rocking today. The old Moose Rat from Remington in wood. And it rides just quite nicely. Goes down in there fairly deep. I could actually get a little bit of a taller knife in this one, but rides just nice here. Good retention in the old 2.0. So that is what we're rocking. Yukon says hello. He's overseeing everything, as always. He's right here by my side. So, if you watched my Saturday Stagger Day video, I mentioned that me and little mama, we were going to get out of town yesterday, and she had a return back in Ruston, Louisiana. Yesterday we had to go to a store down there. That was the agenda, the reason for the trip. for to go off yesterday and get out of town. We had a return. She had a return. But when you're in Rome, I started, why don't we just, make a day of this, let's just, look around, see what else might be going on. And as luck would have it, and somebody had already told me, there was this going on. Trade days. And this is something that happens, what does it say? The weekend before, well, heck, you can read. The weekend before the second Monday of each month. This was their 2004 and 2025 schedule. Well, right over here, lo and behold, February 7th, 8th, and 9th, they were having trade days down here in Dubuque, Louisiana. Hey, that was on the way before we got down. Dubuque is about, I don't know, probably 15 miles before we got down to Ruston. I'm like, hey, well, why don't we just, let's just shimmy off the beaten path a little bit and go check this out. And so we did. Actually took little Maddie with us yesterday. That was awesome. Maddie was the highlight when we were walking around these trade days, this place. Everybody was coming up, and a bunch of people had their dogs out there. It was very pet friendly, so she got a lot of head scratches. This was kind of her first outing. We put her on the leash some, and she got to walk. And then, when we were inside the building, some of the buildings had carpet. We'd pick her up and just tote her with us. But just a cool family day there. And lo and behold, one of these, and what this thing is, trade days, it is most of you would say it's just like a big flea market, a swap meet. You have different vendors. They have, food trucks there. They have, antiques, just every, homemade goods, quilts. You get the gist. It's kind of like a big flea market. They call it trade days. But anyway, as we're walking through these booths and all, and of course, yours truly is like, please be knives. Please be a knife booth. Come on, please be. But lo and behold, we come across Lyle's Knives. And Mr. Lyle, by the way, he is on Facebook. Look up Lyle's, Lyles Knives on Facebook. He has a Facebook page. He was out of his cards yesterday, or I would have gladly held one up here. But just a great older gentleman. He was a pleasure to talk to. Gave him one of my channel stickers. Told him, look me up on Facebook too, because I was over there. That's what we call it, Facebook. But anyway, me and Mr. Lyle hit it off, and he has a great little booth down there. It is nothing but knives. Lyle's Knives. He had a few Spyderco. He had case knives, Rough Rider. What else did he have? Like Kissing Crane, some Robert Claw stuff, fixed blades. He kind of had a little bit of everything. Well, I had seen these knives before on some different videos. The one that I had really went over and started coon fingering, and you probably seen it in my thumbnail. This little box right here, Cobra Tech knives. Well, Cobra Tech knives are out of Texas, here in the U.S. of A. Now, from what I understand, they do get they get materials from China. There is salt water associated with this, but it is a completely USA company out of Texas, and all of the knives are final assembled in Texas. So, they may get parts, scales, blades, from other, internationally, but they all come back there to their hub, their plant there in Texas, and, good old U.S. coon fingers put these knives, final assemble these knives. So there's Cobra Tech, but it is 100% United States in Texas company. Well, anyway, I had seen, and we might as well get this thing open. I had seen, take a look. I got my cards and warranty stuff here in the way. We'll get back to that. I had seen these knives before. I think Brother Eli had one on his channel, and I've known about these things for, you know, a year or longer. I've picked them up, I've looked at them. I just couldn't pull the trigger. A lot of places, you know, when I went to them, they didn't have stag. There is one like in Redbone that I have thought about many times pulling the trigger on, and it looks good. And may now that I got this, that may happen in the future. But either they were really just a little above my price range, or they were out of the stag. Well, so happens this guy has these Cobra Tech knives, and here it is. And look, folks, just the star of the show. I guess we're having Stagger Day. Saturday is spilling over into Sunday, because I have still, obviously, look at those valleys. And folks, this is the real McCoy. We got a pocket clip. You already know, most of you already know, this is I'm not even going to say modern traditional. This is a modern that has stag scales or covers. We have screwed construction. We have a pocket clip that can be removed. It's got one little screw there. So if we decided to lose the pocket clip and slip carry it or what have you, it could. But this is what do they call this? The Trapper Hidden Release Stag. So there it is. As y'all hear Maddie in the background losing her mind, and they're playing with Abby. But this is actually an automatic trapper. So we do have, you know, give me a little grace here. It is, if you look at it here without without that pocket clip showing, which can be removed, you have a trapper frame, but screwed construction. So on this side right here, you would have a modern traditional. When you turn it on around and you see that there's a pocket clip, and then when we get into the opening of it being a side auto, okay, I can't call it it's a modern. So arrest me, I backslid. I told you guys I do still have some love for some moderns. And you throw a trapper pattern at me in a modern, and then you put some gorgeous, look at these. I wished you guys could see how deep those valleys are in this stag. It is just some gorgeous, look how thick it is too. Look at that. Gorgeous slabs of stag on here. What was I to do? What was I to do? But anyway, what the star of the show is on this guy, and you know, I'm not bringing nothing new to this. These have been out there. There's other videos on YouTube about it. But if you want a knife that you want to, you know, I don't go to the bar or whatever, so let's just say sitting around Super Bowl at a Super Bowl party or something today, and you want to have a little fun, hand this to one of your, you know, basically non-knife buddies and say, hey, buddy, I will give you 5 minutes. I will give you 5 minutes to open this knife. If you can, I'll give you 20 bucks. If you can't, you owe me 20 bucks. I actually did this with Michelle last night, and she's a knife gal. And she finally, you know, it was so funny watching her try to open this. She's pushing every one of these buttons, pushing bolsters, pushing the blade down. I'm like, be careful now. But she finally, you know, after 5 or 10 minutes, she handed it back to me. Well, what the deal is up here on this bolster. If you see this little knurling up here, what you have to do, and it is one bad thing, lefties, you're kind of out in the cold on this one. It is definitely a right hand person knife. The pocket clip is not reversible, And this bolster up here, what you have to do is you have to take this bolster, and they got nice little knurling on here, and you take your thumb and you push this back. I don't know if you can see there. Can you see? You see that move? There we go. Now watch this. See it move back? This bolster slides. And that is how you open, that is how you deploy the knife. And conversely, you do the same thing and bring it back. Now check out this action, folks. Come on, give me a break. You guys you gotta give me some grace on here. That is cooler than creek water. Even Dwayne. I showed this one to Dwayne, and Dwayne, trust me, he is the most anti-modern knife guy I know. Don't care nothing about him. You know, if I show him my modern, hey, check out this Spyderco, man. You can't tell me this bit. Shuts me down. He don't want nothing to do with it, so he had to say, man, that's beautiful. He goes, I got to give it to you. You know, I'd have to lose that. I know he'd lose that pocket clip, but he's like, that's a good looking trapper. I was like, But anyway, got a fantastic deal from Mr. Lyle at his booth on that. These are some of the, they come with a lifetime warranty. You want to pause that and read something about it. That's their logo for Cobra Tech. Build quality. This is actually the person that put it together. Their initials there. That is the price tag that he had on this knife. I didn't pay that, by the way. Shout out again to Mr. Lyle. Gave me a fantastic deal on this. But that was what it was listed there, what he had it for sale for. But anyway, we're carrying Saturday Stagger Day over into Super Bowl Stagger Day Sunday. So this is my new toy. Gotta get my thumb right on it. I love it. I love it. Came super sharp. I ran it. You know me. You know knife guys. I had to go. I felt him like, did the whole nail trick, nail test. Like, it's pretty sharp. So I've already hit it on my ceramic rod. I didn't have to put it on any kind of stone. Gave it a few swipes on the old ceramic rod, and this thing is ready to pop. So that is my score. Oh yeah, we did finally get on down there and make her return in Ruston. Went down there and ate it. We ate at this food truck park down in Ruston. Shout out to, I forget the name of that, but it's a staple down there in Ruston. You Ruston Louisianans, you will know what I'm talking about. We went down there and ate at the food trucks, and went over and made her return. And on the way home, stopped at the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, and she got a mocha mou latte for the ride home, and I got me an old medium vanilla cone and a Coca-Cola, and we were back off to El Dorado. So there you go. That was our day yesterday. A lot of fun, and always a good time when get out old El Dorado and see a little something new, and with good company with Mrs.T. Always a winner. But did get a new toy out of it. Who knew? Who knew that something like this would happen? I did. But anyway, had a good time. We love you folks, and drop me down in the comments. Tell me how many times today, if you're watching that game, what's the over and under of Taylor Swift cutaways from the actual game to see old Taylor up in the press box. You guys let me know. We'll see you back here tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We love you. I'm HT. We're out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their story. It's a sight to see. HTZDC.